30% of our money as the SRC, our budget, buying young ladies sanitary pads and give them for free of charge. And don't say we want to give sanitary pads to poor ladies. No one will come there. You just give all of them, but in the process you know you are going to get your target. Let us not be like the government of the ANC, which is led by fools, which gives people condoms for free. But the job of a condom is out of choice. But this one of sanitary pads is a natural cause. It's not by choice, and it must be given free of charge. We must have at least 1 meal per day given to students. Those who cannot afford, they will come on their own. Without you saying, no, we're giving food to the poor, just say, we give food to the students. Then those who afford will know, I can't queue because I must allow those who can afford to go and queue. Because there are students who go for the whole day without a meal. And we expect them to listen and pass the following day. Remember, these are the people you fetched from the gate. And we were told they don't have money, they are poor. Then you register them. You forget them that day you registered them. That you are the one who brought them in. Even when they said they are poor, you said, the poor have got a place here. It must be a complete place, which has got a studying material, which has got classroom, which has got residences, and there is some kind of food provided to the poor of the poorest. We must fight lecturers who are sleeping with students for marks. They say, if you sleep with me, I will give you marks. We need to identify them and expose them as rapists, because no one must coerce anyone into sex, especially lecturers who are supposed to be the people who are leading you. They become rapists in these campuses. The student command must not be nice to management. Don't fight management, but don't be too nice to management. You must always be on the side of the students. When you go for a fight with a meeting with management, don't drink tea. There's no person who fights after drinking tea. When they come to your house, they are angry and, oh no, come down, let me give you a cup of tea. The purpose of tea is to calm you down. So once you arrive in a meeting, you are saying, no, we are radical, we are militant, but no problem. Here's the tea. You take it. You must know you sold out immediately, because you can't say anything radical after that. Represent the students, get the resolutions in favor of the students, then drink tea after, so that you don't sell out. So we want the student command that is not in cahoots with business people who are providing security, cleaning, and all of that. You'll find the president of the SRC knows the owner of the security company. They always give him something every month. Tomorrow, when they are criminals who are robbing students here and security is not doing anything, you can't speak because you are in the pockets of companies. When we say we must insource the security guards and the cleaners, you can't speak because you are in the pocket of companies. We in the EFF at the student command level, we are not breeding young criminals like in the ANC SASCO, where they teach them how to steal. Because in SASCO, once they win SRC elections, the president of the SRC no longer stays in his residences. He's got a better place. This thing didn't have shoes. They were all finished. All of a sudden, he's the president of the SRC. He's got Kavela, Njan. The next thing, the president of the SRC enters the gate. He doesn't even know that they can deliver it. He wants to show off that he's got a plasma. If you have kids doing that, you are grooming potential criminals who are going to inherit government tomorrow, and they know nothing else but criminality. So in these students, we're building people like O.R. Tambo, who was trained by student politics and became one of the best leaders of our society. We don't want criminals that are looking up to people like Mbalula, who don't know a classroom of matric. He doesn't know what is exam. He only knows tests that they write on a chalkboard. He has never written an exam that comes with a question paper. He doesn't know that. So please, look up to the people who are going to inspire you to be creative, to be disciplined, to be good servants of our people. Fighters, the EFF is the only organization that is feared everywhere by the establishment. Is feared by the white monopoly capital, which gave Cyril Ramaphosa 1 billion in 2017 to buy being president of the ANC, because they knew automatically he will become president of the country. Now, after they bought him, they protected him. There is no man who has ever been protected like Cyril Ramaphosa. If Cyril Ramaphosa hit you with a clap now in front of cameras, you go to court and say, this guy gave me a varam clap. And you play the video, the court is going to say you didn't see properly. It's not Cyril Ramaphosa. Cyril Ramaphosa is the most corrupt president of the ANC, worse than Jacob Zuma. We thought Zuma was worse, not what we are seeing now. When he came in, they said he was going to fight corruption. Corruption has doubled under him. But what is worrisome is the courts of South Africa. The judges are captured, and they've protected him from day one until today. Cyril Ramaphosa got $1 billion from white companies, and we took him to court to reveal the names of those people who gave him billions in the public interest, because he was a deputy president when he received billions. The court said, no, there is no reason to reveal, conceal those documents. Once you say the matter is in public interest, and at that time CR17 was in everybody's lips, that is the most overwhelming evidence that the court wants. Once they say the public is interested, in the interest of transparency, open these books, we want to see who gave you money. The court said, no, you are not going to open those books. That's why we suspect they are judges. Oh, and I don't have a problem, share my taxes with everyone. SARS said, no, we can't share your taxes with anyone. The court said, give them to public, because it's Zuma. This protection of SARS, we don't care. Why do you say we must open Zuma's taxes? It's in public interest, because he's a president. Now, Ramaphosa, public interest doesn't work on him. The judges protect that. We find money under mattress, in the sofas, and not just money, in foreign currency, which is not allowed in South Africa. In South Africa, you can't trade with any other currency except the rand. Even in Sandton City, Diamond Walk, where you think there is international customers, for them to buy in Sandton City, they must change the money into the rands before they buy. Your president doesn't do that. He keeps a foreign currency. He doesn't declare it. He doesn't take it to the bank. An individual can keep a certain amount of money, beyond that of cash. Beyond that, you must take it to the bank. He doesn't take it to the bank. They rob him that money because it's money with blood. He doesn't open the case. He sends gangsters masquerading as police to go and fight with those people. We tell the court, we tell the Hawks, we tell the police, arrest this thing with a big nose because we found it with cash. They say, no, there is nothing wrong he has done. Parliament establishes a panel to investigate, led by former Chief Justice Pius Langa. They say there is prima facie evidence that the president violated his oath of office and the laws of South Africa. Therefore, we need impeachment processes to investigate him. The ANC uses its majority to vote against a report that says investigate corruption against the president by the Chief Justice. They say no. We go to court and say, look at what these people are doing, because majority does not mean rationality. The court says, they are right. He must not account for anything. He kills people in Marikana. Till to date, he has never been held accountable for those people who died in Marikana. If you allow this judiciary to go on the way it's going on, we are going to Zimbabwe. The Zimbabwean democracy till to date is undermined by the judges who make the law as they go. If they like you or they don't like you, if you oppose ZANU-PF, they will make sure you go to jail. So we can't allow that in South Africa, where the president is not held accountable. Parliament passes a law that says you can't call point of order when the president speaks. That is the weapon you have as parliamentarians to hold the president accountable. We are not there to do anything. Our job is to hold the executive accountable. My ANC uses its majority to pass unconstitutional rules. When we go to court, the court says, sit down. That thing Baleka was doing. Every time you stand up and say, point of order, Baleka says, sit down, honorable. It's no longer Baleka. I would say, sit down. When the point of order is being called, the judges respond from the bench, sit down. The president is talking. President is not God. If it's a God of the ANC, if it's a God of the judges, president is not the God of the EFF. Even the judges are not the God of the EFF. With the judgment or no judgment, the day we go back to that parliament, we will call the point of order. The day we go back to that parliament, we will hold the president accountable, because that's what our people have elected us for. We are democratically elected. They say don't come where people have sent you to go. The court agrees with such undemocratic practice that block them, undermining the voice of the people which said the EFF must be in parliament. So you must fight, whether capital likes you or not, whether they agree with you or not. One day they will come to accept that you are correct. If you are on the side of the truth, you don't have to be liked by anyone. Anyway, the truth is not liked by anyone. Just tell it the way it is, whether there are many agreeing with you or not. When they are sleeping, they ask themselves a question: was he correct? And the conscience will never mislead you. It will always tell you he is correct, but for political reasons, go and fight that. Not because it's not telling the truth. So we are about that. So please fight us. When we leave here, let's mobilize everyone to register online to vote for the EFF, because only the youth can defeat these old madalas. Only the youth can bring back South Africa we wanted in 1994. Only the youth can can put an end to load shedding. They find electricity, they destroy it. They find Transnet, they destroy it. They find a moving train, long distance train from Johannesburg to Durban. They destroy it. They destroy Prasa. Everything they touch, they destroy it. And if you are going to fold your arms and not stop this nonsense, your future is gone. Look at what they are doing now. They give all the unemployed youth 350. They say, as long as you are not working and you have no source of income, we give you 350. Then they give all of you 350. But this one doesn't have matric. It's given 350. Where now you have a degree, 350. People can't be paid like that. People must be paid according to their qualifications. 350 must be there. We agree with it. But there must be a stipend for graduates. This thing of celebrating unemployed graduates is an absolute nonsense that destroys the future. Because why will your child go to school? When you say to your child, go to school and get degree like me, Arha, mama, why must I get a degree like you? Because uncle here doesn't have matric. He gets 350, you get 350. We are both the same. Let me be like uncle and get the same amount of money as people with degrees. Let's reward education in order to inspire future generations. That's why I say everything they touch, they destroy it. And if we allow them to destroy you now, there won't be the future. They must say matric 1,000, degree 3,000, and honors 4,000, like that. Because we must make education fashionable. Young people must go and get free education in secondary and primary, also at tertiary. When they graduate, they must get jobs. If they can't get jobs, then give them the stipend and thank them for going to school in order to inspire future generations. You know, fighters, when we say the social grants must go up, they're thinking we're encouraging a wrong thing. There's too much money that goes into the pockets of politicians. You must ask yourself, and as educated young people, young intelligentsia, you always have to ask educated questions and be very critical in your approach. Ask yourself, who is the Minister of Environmental Affairs? Who is the Deputy Minister of Environmental Affairs? Who is the Deputy Minister of Communication? There are positions of deputy ministers everywhere. But those people are not known. They don't have powers. They are actually glorified PAs of ministers. But they are paid a lot of money. They've got bodyguards in Pretoria, bodyguards in Cape Town. Houses in Pretoria, houses in Cape Town. They've got workers in Pretoria, workers in Cape Town. So when they say to you, where will you get the grants to give gogos? You say we destroy the positions of deputy ministers. We sell those houses, we sell the cars. We redirect that budget into the pockets of the gogos. Why should we give gogos too much money? It's because of you. If it was not those gogos with their grants, you won't be here. Imagine if they can do such with so little they are getting. If they get more, our people are going to live a better life we've been preaching. So there are practical things that can be done to redirect the money to benefit the poor of the poorest. When they ask you where the money will come from, ask them, where did the money come from COVID? During COVID, you came here with billions and billions. There is nothing we can point today as a legacy of those billions. Yet you kept on saying, we don't have money. COVID proved to all of us that there is too much money which is being wasted by politicians. So we in the EFF, want to keep cabinet very small and get rid of many ministries and deputy ministers and refocus that money into the pockets of the poor, of the poorest. The ANC will never do that. They want to be ministers. If I can't be a minister, let me be a deputy. So these ones who are standing behind me here on the stage, if one of them is standing here thinking he's going to be a deputy minister, such a position is not there in the EFF. Forget about it. That money is going into the pockets of the poor, of the poorest. I want Abu Gogo to put a bag of meal behind the door, because that is going to feed a lot of our people. So grant, we don't cancel it. We double it because we know its work. We know what it can do. We are the product of a grant. Why would we be the products of a grant and destroy it ourselves? So fighters, most of these things, I'll say them on Saturday. I was asked by leadership to come and invite you special, because you never disappoint the EFF Student Command during SRC elections. So this is a way of thanking you and inviting you special to come on Saturday. Let's go and make history at Moses Mabhida, because Saturday is a historic day. They say the EFF doesn't exist in KwaZulu-Natal. We must demonstrate to them on Saturday that the EFF exists in every corner of South Africa, and it will not be defeated by anyone in the coming elections. When they heard we are going to Mabhida, the ANC ran after us and said, we are also going to Mabhida. When we thought, it's the ANC, the IFP ran, we are also going to Moses Mabhida. And when the people were complaining, I said, don't complain. They are following the leader. We are the leader of society, and they are following us. That's how the results are going to be. In May, the EFF will be number 1, the ANC number 2, IFP number 3, and the rest, they are written as others. Imagine you belong to a political party. When they write about political parties, when it comes to yours, they say others. And then you go around telling us you've got a political party. You don't have a political party. You've got others. Don't belong to the other. Join the unstoppable red train of the EFF, which is going to bring freedom in our lifetime. Amandla! Amandla! Viva EFF! Viva! Tata EFF! Tata! Nyabonga, thank you. Amandla! Go! Very quickly, we'll get the SRC representative to introduce a very special artist. Ofana nani intanga yenu bazabe khona Moses Mabhida sininika nje ama highlights. Thank you very much. Amandla! Awetho! Viva EFF! Viva! Viva EFF! Viva!
Well, I will first like to convey a special revolutionary greetings to the President and all the upper structure and everyone who attended. Well, my name is Benuzo Shabalala, the SRC Secretary General, and I'm here to welcome the artist that you've all been waiting for. Are you ready for Uncle Vinny? Are you ready for Uncle Vinny?
How can you feel it? EFF Tata. That's all. We get the good of a nigga. Every Sasho Saga now. Every cheese in the fire. We have a one of a mesa. We never done a bomb for the Sunday. What is the sunny girls from my ways out? What is the sunny girls from my ways out? What is the sunny girls from my ways out? Thank you. So city. Oh, why city. Ah la la.
Yonke mina kuphupha ubali. Awu fakundo uthandazo. Alala isathe bolweni. Sanibonani. Ninjani? Ngiyajabula ukuba nani. Please ngomgqibelo siyaye eMozambique ngisho. Siyaye eMozambique ngisho. Please ningakhohlwa ukuregister because the registration still online with IEC, and please ngigqugquzele ezinye izingane ukuthi ziregister, and then please help and assist other people ukuthi sikwazi ukusiza umphakathi of South Africa, because sinenkinga enkulu esibhekene nayo, and it's not the end of the day mawuvotela EFF, it's actually the beginning of great things. Agisho guys, danko nisamujava futhi, all right DJ. Ran Ramaphosa ra. Danko.
Amandla. Two. So angicela into one, umongameli uzawuhamba manje, but ngifuna ningahambi because ikhona announcement ebaleka kakhulu that original chair will give us about the bus coordination for Moses Mabhida. So sonke asifuna usheka angithi. So we must ensure that siyamamela, sivuke early, sikwazi bakhona Moses Mabhida. Let us say goodbye to umongameli wethu sohlangana naye Moses Mabhida.
Comrades, sacela ukwehlisa nje kancane umsindo president usane interview ngala so ivula nje kancane mase qedile then sobe sesinyusa. Singaqale sambe comrades.